Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Aly. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. We know that it is, some people call it Easter weekend, some people call it Resurrection weekend, whatever you want to call it. I hope you have a wonderful time, being able to spend time with your family. Even if it's raining, don't worry about that. We got to look through the rain to see the rainbows and the sunshine, right? Because it's still out there. And so, we show those flyers at the beginning of the show, just kind of let you know what's going on in the community and things like that. But right now, we thank you for tuning in and being with us today because I'm excited. Y'all know I like to meet new people, right? And I think this interview is going to be fun just for the time we've had behind the scenes. And so I want to introduce you all to Pharaoh. How you doing today?
Hey, what, everybody? It's the Pharaoh. And it's amazing to be on the show. I love that intro. Saying I was behind the scenes. It's time to make
Right.
a connection. Hey,
It's
I
that
like that.
time, right? It's
Yeah,
always time to make a new connection, right? To take something to the next level, right? To
right.
find out something new, meet somebody new. You got to just do that, right?
You do, you do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always move forward. You gotta rise. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the rise. When ain't no looking down, ain't no looking back.
There you go. So, Pharaoh, since this is your first time with the Making Connection family, I do want to give you an opportunity now. Don't give away too much now, but do want to give you opportunity to greet the family, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's your Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? Come from Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised. Half Panamanian, of course, half African. My dad is Panamanian. I don't speak fluent Spanish, but you can catch a lot of the salsa, reggae, you know what I'm saying, feel, dance hall feel in my music. I make music, I entertain, I act, I produce as well. I can also do graphic art, web design, so I can help you out on those needs as well. Yeah, I try to be a good person, like to have fun, you know what I'm saying? And whatever you want to know, just ask me. You know what I'm saying? Contact me. You can find everything pharaohmusic.com. Let's go.
Okay, I like that little sound off right there.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So, Pharaoh, let's get into it. So you have produced your 11th album, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Already in there. You know what I'm saying? It's already out there on pharaohmusic.com right now. FAYRO music.com. It's for free for the fans. It's called My Homage for that reason because I wanted to give something back, you know what I'm saying, that the fans can have access to without having to worry about pay for it. And also something creative, you know what I'm saying? It's an album that has 11 songs on it, and each song is a sample from an inspiration that I have from my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? My music career, me just listening to music, people that inspire me. Just a little taste. It's not all of my inspirations, but just a little
Right.
taste. Yeah.
Cool. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about leading up to this 11th album, right? So tell us, what was the journey like, getting to that first album? Like, when did the music just become a part of you and you fell in love and you're like, this is what I got to do?
Yeah. Okay, so I would say I fell in love with music, me creating music when I was 15. I met my partner Snake, which is like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? We ended up coming together and we used to hang out. And he was like, "Hey, uh, let's write a song." And I'm like, "Man, I haven't written a rap since fifth grade, which was my first rap at a talent show with my homie Alvin Gray. You know what I'm saying? In Memphis, Tennessee. We was at Whitney Elementary and we rocked it, man. But I hadn't wrote anything in the years between. So by the time I met Snake when I was 15, I'm like, I don't really know how I felt about how that went, so I don't think I want to write anymore. So he forced me though. He's like, man, come on, let's go in right now and write. Went in, wrote a song. He's like, what you talking about, man? You dope, you dope. The deacon at our church, Brother Lockett, you know what I'm saying? He seen that we were two young men trying to do something. He snatched us up, took us all the way out in the country to go meet this artist that was, doing pretty good for himself. He had a nice studio, so he was doing it all. He had his merch together. He was, so pretty successful for where he was at. And man, what was his name? Hussein. That was his name, Hussein.
Okay.
And that's the day I fell in love with it because that was the day that I heard my voice back on
Mm,
recording. You
Hmm.
know, I from what I had on paper, and me actually getting on the mic and projecting it in this high quality studio and hearing it back, I was like, that's it. That's the way that I communicate with people the best. You know what I'm saying? That's when I talk the best. I'm the most fluent. That's when I'm the most creative. Is when I'm writing. I'm putting music together in this rhythm for humans. You know what I'm saying? And for life.
Awesome. I saw hello from Freeport, Bahamas, I believe. So thanks for
Wagwan,
tuning
y'all. I can't see it on my end, but hey, everybody that's tuning in, much love. I appreciate y'all, man. Let's rock.
in. Yeah, so that's awesome. And I always like to ask people because you kind of mentioned it before. I like to ask the artists, like, who was some of your inspirations? When you were listening to music and you're like, okay, I like this person's vibe or this person's technicality. Who were some of those people?
Oh man, the list goes on and on. But just the name of Creek, coming from Memphis, of course I listen to a lot of 3 6 Mafia. Like their beat, their production caught me right off the bat, you know what I'm saying? Their sampling techniques and just the bass, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I listened to Yo Gotti growing up, like I said, that's Mrs. Known. Outside of that, of course, Outkast. I'm on the R&B side, I listen to Usher, you know what I'm saying? Missy Elliott, Timberland, so these are the people that I listen to the most that really like influenced me growing up and like made me that motivated me. I would say Ludacris Pop, he's number one though because he's
There you
super
go.
creative. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
he's super creative, man. His metaphors and also his delivery. I think for me it was more so his delivery because he puts energy into his music, and that's what I like to put in my music. I like to put feeling and energy. I don't want it to be like monotone the whole time. I want it to be. It wanted to go up. I want it to go up here. And if I'm talking about a song that needs to come down, just go down this so we can feel what it's saying.
right. So tell us, because you keep talking about rising and up here, tell us about rise. I think that's your hashtag, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Respectful individuals seeking equality. So, of course, rise means rise, like rise above anything that's trying to hold you down. To rise above your doubts, your limitations. Just keep rising. That's always been my thing because, especially in the music industry, it's going to be a lot of things that discourage you, and you're gonna have to make a decision. Should I keep going? Should I keep investing into this, or should I give up and pursue something else? And my go-to is always to rise above that thought, rise above that feeling, rise to something greater. And like I said, the acronym respectful individual seeking equality. Anybody can rise. You know what I'm saying? We wanna rise above this racial beef that we have between us humans and these different ethnicities and different regions and stuff like that. So we can focus on something better, man. I'm tired of dealing with the same stuff that seems after a while. It's like, are we really doing this again? Like, aren't we tired of going through this same circle? Let's rise above this, do something greater. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah. So
right.
that's why rise. Everybody rise. Let's go.
And that's just funny because I was talking to a friend yesterday and we were talking about, resurrection or whatever. And like I said, you don't have to necessarily believe in God, but whatever you believe in should be, empowering you to be better and to live life to its fullest. Resurrection doesn't just happen on Easter weekend. Resurrection can happen when every day you make up your mind
Yeah.
to change or to do better or to move or to shift. So every day can be a resurrection day if you need it to be, right?
Right. It's not always a physical thing. Every day you should physically want to get up and put one foot in front of the other to keep making those steps forward. But it's also an emotional thing. It's a mental thing.
Mm,
You have to rise above who you were yesterday or rise above your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And perfect those things. Like you said, keep going. It's an everyday thing. It's not just Sunday. And I do believe in God, and I feel like everybody believes in God to a certain extent, but whatever name you put on it, it to me, it's all the same. We all learn from each other. At the end of the day, it's kind of about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's about knowing that there's a higher power and man, spreading that love, living life, and keep rising.
absolutely. Listen, I'm inspired. I'm like, okay, I was going to be kind of lazy today, but I need to rise and do something different
Me
today.
too. Me too. It's a little cloudy out there, and I was like, oh man, I need some sun. I'm ready for the sun to come on back. You know what I'm saying? hey, God was like, here we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here with you, Aly. I appreciate you.
Yes, we're making connections, right? Doot, doot, doot. Okay, let me stop that. Okay. You can tell I'm a lover of music. Like Jonathan Coleman, that's what the PR specialist that we both work with.
Yeah,
So I love the artists because I love music and I love the creativity behind art, whether it's music, drawing, writing, all kinds. Whatever we do really is has an art aspect to it, right? Whether
yeah.
you baking
I'm
cakes or
there.
whatever. Go ahead.
Like I got to draw a little bit too. That was one of my first like before I start putting the rhythm with the poetry is rapping. I was writing stories in a journal.
Okay.
Kind of like Doug, because he would write, but he would also draw like people in the journal, and I used to do it. I used to draw comic books and everything with my boy Haji out there in Memphis, and that's
Okay.
just another part of my artistry that people don't know. Like I can actually draw a little bit too, but the music is
So,
that
so we
the
might
right.
see a publication sometime, in the future, but
Maybe
maybe.
I'll be a protection. Hey, if that's the way that the path that I'm supposed to take at that time, I'm walking it. Let's go.
Well, I know I need one of those Pharaoh shirts, so we're gonna talk about that after. 'Cause gotta have the Pharaoh shirt. That's nice.
Thank you. Thank you. You look
Oh,
good and you look nice today. So let me see. I can put this over here or on this side.
wait, look, we we just swaying. We ain't really connected. So we do have a song called "In the Socket." So
Hey,
let's talk about this because there's a debate on the team. Okay,
okay. What's
when
the
you so I'm trying to figure out, do we listen to the song? I might tell you the debate afterwards. But
okay?
set it up for "In the Socket." What's your thought process behind that?
Oh man, in the socket is the introductory song to the album My Homage. It has a sample in it. I don't know if y'all figured out what the sample is yet or not, but it's pretty much like you say, making connections. In the plug. It's like I say, I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. So it's about me being a plug, you being a plug, all of us being plugs and sockets, and we come together, we're making those connections to create this electricity and this flow of energy. You see what I'm saying? And I also have a darker side to it to where it's like just showing that you can't come and disrupt this current easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm this bubbly person, I'm this person, I like to dance, I like to be the hero. I do, you know what I'm saying? I like to dress up, I like to have fun, but I also am a protector. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
I also like if you're playing with my prophet and I got it in the socket. So it's a lot of different things, that comes together, but it's not in vain at all.
All right. So we are going to hear now, we're just going to hear the audio. So listen, y'all got to go back, hit YouTube, and watch the video too, because the video is hot. So make sure y'all go watch check it out. Go to his website. But right now, we're going to hear from Pharaoh's new album, My Homage, and it's called "In the Socket."
Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head bobbing like I'm Aly sticking move. Got them rock your hand, rock it, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head bobbing like I'm Aly sticking move. Got them rock your hand, rock it, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Why you playing? I'm the man, I'm the one they copy from. Really different type of beats with these drums, Donkey Kong. If it's 10 where I'm from, please don't play me like I'm dumb, cause I talk a little different, but creative as they come. Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head popping like I'm Aly shaking move. Got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head popping like I'm Aly sticking move. Got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head popping like I'm Aly sticking move. Got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug. trap me in the box. If you locked it in, you screwed it. I'm like, screw it, be myself. All different versions of it, man, I love it. Pulling verses out the oven, I be grubbing, I be eating beats and pussy. Get the cutty, nutty, buddies, we just buzz it, then we leave all the loving and the fuzzing to the couples and the haters who be asking all these questions. Man, fuck it, get this work. I'm the new best to do it. I just gotta get you to it, cause online they can move it, they can hide it, they can do it, but in person ain't no losing. I can hold it where the ground head heavy, running strong, catch the moves, catch the flow. Ain't no telling what I'm on. I got music, I got shows. Ain't no telling what I'm on the telly, on the phone. They can watch me on the throne, they can watch me all they want, but they still can't duplicate the soul that I spawn. Killing me while I'm boxing through the game, head locking, head popping like a lot of sticky move. Got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Killing me while I'm boxing through the game, head locking, head popping like a lot of sticky move. Got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. I'm a god in his image with the power to imagine different fashions, different passions, different patterns when I mash it up. Slapping up the beat because the kicks move the mattress up. Stacking up these songs and this paper like I'm packing up. Cracking up and haters saying songs they make it match with us. Every time I'm in the booth I stack a pile of matches up and spark it with my caption guts. That's just a fraction of the heat that lick the tracks and bucks. These are the effects of a god made of stamina. Run up with that Anna, you gon' make me hold a hammer up. Move, got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head popping like a Aly sticky move. Got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head popping like a Aly sticky move. Got them rocking, hand rocking, leave them sloppy if they playing with my profit. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket. Killing beats while I'm boxing through the game. Head locking, head popping like a Aly sticky move. Got them rocking.
Okay, Pharaoh, got it in the socket. In the
Hey,
socket.
you hear it? Hey, you want to know what the song about? All you have to do is listen. Like I try to be, I'm metaphorical, but I try to be upfront. It's like it's all there.
Right, right.
It's
So
just a
now
big,
I
big.
I now tell you what the debate was. Okay. So part of the team was like, is he talking about his manhood? Like, you know. And then the other team was like, no, I'm thinking he's talking about his profits, like, as in cash flow, as in, his
Uh,
livelihood, stuff like that. So that was the question.
you are all correct. You are all correct. It's all of it. Like, because a lot of people that know Pharaoh know that Pharaoh freak. It's no secret. Like, if you go look at some of my, I literally have a song called Reggae Freak, a video to it, so people can go check it out. But I love women and I love my sexuality. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight man, but I'm open. I'm an open person. I like to communicate, like I said earlier, to show people different perspectives. And you know what I'm saying, be the voice and say things that people might not want to say, but they might feel or they might have questions about. And you know, then I
Right.
can give some answers on how I feel like I need to answer it. But that is one of, yeah, like it's like on the man unplugged. I got it in the socket, and the song is an introductory to the album, but it's about me. That's why we chose that song because it's like it's talking about a little of everything. It's a
Mhm.
boxing through the game means like I'm making hits. Like I have songs that people come to me like, oh man, this is my favorite song. I love this song or this song. I listen to this song every day because of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like boxing through the game, making hits, but also you know what I'm saying, having it in the socket, having fun, and like I said, protecting all of what I work for. You know what I'm saying, in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So you have to protect it. It's like me being an indie artist, an independent label. You know, I have to do all these things. So therefore, I have to be confident in it too. I'm the man, I'm the plug, and I got it in the socket, killing beats while I'm boxing through the game, head locking, head bopping like I'm Ollie sticking move, got 'em rocking, yeah.
All right, all right. Dang, I was hoping I was gonna win, but we all won. We all won.
Y'all are one, y'all won.
But I like the song. I like the beat. I like, I had to listen to the words a couple times, but it's a cool song. It does have a good message behind it. And, I think people get caught up sometimes in certain things with music. It's like, oh, they said a cuss word, or oh, they might have mentioned something, something. But, but the totality of the song, what is the totality about? What's the meaning behind it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can this inspire somebody? Can this take somebody to the next level, help them rise? Because
Hmm.
to me, like my hashtag said, music tells stories. Music makes you happy. Music gets you through situations and sort of circumstances, right?
Sometimes
So,
you have to reach people in a spot that you might not necessarily be in. You see what I'm saying? So if I do say a curse word, if I am talking about certain things, it's to catch this person or to put emphasis on the overall message of what I'm talking
right,
about. It's not in vain. Like I said, it's not random. It's on purpose. You know.
right, right.
Mhm.
He's intentional in how he puts it together. Yes. So that's
But
cool. And and sometimes we got to just tell the truth about it. That's where that's why back in the 80s and stuff, R&B was and hip hop was so hot because it was handling situations. It was talking about, like you said, things that we maybe weren't able to voice, but we could hear it in the music and be like, oh yeah, somebody really understands the struggle. Somebody
yeah,
knows where I've been. Somebody, you know what I'm saying?
even like I'm talking to even other artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan of music. I'm a fan of not necessarily A-list artists, but I listen to a lot of underground artists too. So I'm saying
Mm,
things and songs, gems and songs for them as well. It's like they can hide it, they can move it, they can do it. But in person, they ain't gonna lose it. Like I'm just saying, like they might wonder why I don't never get a lot of views on my stuff, or my stuff is hot. And of course, you have to find different ways to get creative and promote in different ways. But it is the industry. It is politics in all of this. You know what I'm saying? So you have to figure out how you can reach the people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you just got to get out there, rise, and put in that work, and get hands on with it.
that's true. That's true. And and that's one of the things I like to ask artists, like, if somebody's listening and they have that desire to make music, they have that desire to let people hear their stuff, but they just don't know how to get started. What are
Hmm.
some of the tips that you could give them?
Just get started. That's the main thing. The hardest part is when you're trying to work out and try to go to the gym. The hardest part is going. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying a new skill, if you're learning to ride a bike for the first time, the hardest part is getting on it and letting go of the training wheels. The hardest part is getting started. So whatever step that you can take is going to lead to the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is going to start blessing you with what you need when you start preparing for what you want.
mm, there's a training ground, right?
Yeah, yeah. So even if you feel like the step is small, it's simple as, okay, I don't have anything done right. I'm a brand new artist, but I want to release a project. Well, the first thing you need to do is make a song. You know what I'm saying? First, start making a song, start writing, see where you need to go to get a beat from, or if you want to make the beat, or see, what I'm saying? Just take a small step towards your bigger picture. That's my number one advice. Take that small step. Don't try to wait and be like and skip steps. Don't try to be like, well, I'm gonna wait until I got this. Yeah, sometimes you have to strategically budget things financially and time things in a way. But overall, don't wait. Like don't try to wait that thing's perfect. Everything is never going to be perfect until it's there and it's done. You know.
That is so true. And it's better to have some stuff waiting, right? Be writing, putting the beats together, whatever part that you play. Maybe you're the music person and you want to write music for somebody or put some beats together,
Mhm.
whatever it is, start
Boom.
it, have
You
it.
figure out where you at. Right. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
That's it. And then, like you said, it might take some time. Everybody moves in their own pace, but at the same time, it's the effort you put into it, right?
It is.
We can sit around and say, well, nobody does this for us, but what are we doing for ourselves, right?
There you go.
Who are we reaching out to? Who are we trying to, say, hey, look, this is where I am. I'm young and I really don't have it all together, but I need some guidance. And
Right.
like you said, a lot of times we want to hit the A-listers, right? We think we're
Yeah.
gonna get right to Ludacris.
Right.
No.
No,
But
you know what I'm
you
saying?
have
Like
some of these underground artists that's making it happen and moving up the ranks. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Me and Symphony Saran, shout out Symphony Saran, my manager, my queen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check her out too, symphonymusic.com. But we just had this conversation too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, or I'm saying a lot of artists, jump right in feeling entitled. You know what I'm saying? As talented as I am, I'm not gonna, like you said, go and try to be like I'm better than Ludacris, or I'm better than Kanye, or I'm better than Jay Z or 50 Cent. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do my part and to perfect myself and just let the craft show it. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect until it's perfect. Just let your craft speak for it and actually put in the work. You know. Morning, fam. Oh, Lou, that is our graphic artist. You know what I'm saying? Our friend, our family, all the way out in Colorado. You know what I'm saying?
Good
Tiffany,
morning.
good morning. Good morning. That is my manager, my queen, my love, my partner. Like that's the team right there. That's the trifecta right there. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany
That's
Brand,
it.
Olu, BD Art Design. Hey, Greg, I see you. What's up? What's up?
Fantastic.
Everybody, the fam rose with us this morning. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. Happy Easter weekend, everybody.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. It's been exciting. Yeah, he does have a lot of energy. And
I know
thank
I'm
you.
trying not to talk too fast, and it's a lot to put into, but that's why they got to listen to the music, follow the movement, and a lot of the things that you can find out is through the process. So if you're an artist or you're whatever type of artist you are, I'm gonna put it like that, because artists in everything that we do, fall in love with the process because that's what you love to do. If I love to make music, I love the process of writing my song, recording my song, and presenting my song to the world, whether that's performing, video. I love the whole process. So you have to love the whole process. You can't be like, I don't like this part of it. You know what I'm saying? But I love this part of it.
Mhm. Awesome. And I appreciate that advice because, we are about making connections. We are about inspiring other people. And I feel like, whoever we have on as a guest, you can inspire somebody today because we're talking about anybody can rise. Whatever your gift, whatever God's vision,
Hmm.
is for your life, you can rise to that vision. It can happen for you.
Yeah.
You just got to be able to, like you said, be consistent. And then like you were talking about riding a bike. Okay, well, I know how to ride a bike, but I fell off a couple times. I skinned my knees a few times, but I was like, but I enjoy riding a bike, so I'm gonna get back on it, right?
Oh, it was fun, right? The process was fun, even the falling, me getting back on the bike, and now I can take off faster. And now I'm not on the street. I can ride a mountain bike. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding
Hmm.
a mountain bike uphill. I'm powerful. I'm strong. You can do it. I love to motivate. I love to inspire. That's my main reason to keep doing, like I said, to communicate that and inspire people. I have people come to me. My last album, Year 422, I had quite a few people come to me for that album and tell me like, "Hey man, this the creativity on this album made me want to go be creative. It inspired me to get on and do what I need to do, and I love it, man. That does something to me. That motivates me. That's my fuel. That's my money. That's really my payment. The only reason why I really want to make money is to put it right back into everything, and I can live off
Yeah,
of it without becoming distracted from temptations and limitations that might be thrown on me. But that's my overall passion for it right there is to inspire people and to get us to upgrade and to rise above who we were yesterday.
exactly. And I like, what you were saying earlier too about, maybe there is time in a certain things, you gotta count the cost, right? You gotta know, like, get a budget together, right?
Hmm.
Okay, this is what I need to be able to produce these beats. This is what I need to get the band together or digital, whatever you got to figure out. So there's got to be some planning and some steps. Again, the process, right? So,
Hmm.
we're ready to get the music out there, but we want to make sure the music's tight. We want to make sure it sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I'm
So,
saying not wait on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's different to where it's like, oh, I'm working on this project. You're getting stuff done, but you want the
right.
quality to be good. That's what you're supposed to do. But I'm saying as far as waiting, like it's done, but I don't want to put it out yet because I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah,
I don't, you know what I'm saying? That type of waiting. When you do that, then you can miss out on your blessing. You got to go for it.
exactly. And I tell people all the time, if you have two people that's like rooting for you in faith and waiting on your next song, put that song out. because
Right,
them two people waiting on it, right? And then
right,
you never know where it's gonna go from there. But
right.
in
Like
order
your
to
you
in
said
order
what?
to get on that bike and go somewhere, you got to get on the bike and start, right?
Start. You know what I'm saying? And like you said with the budget, when you're doing the budget, because this could be one of the most trickiest things, especially when you're an independent artist. If you ain't already got millions of dollars, you might want to wait on a budget to release something, but your budget is expanded around your whole career. So there are things that you can invest into that might be a smaller purchase versus your biggest purchase. So you can kind of work your way up. It's like, oh, well, I invest into the smaller purchase for I might need to get some download cards or some CDs, and then I need to go and get this, and then now we're ready to boom. Versus saying I need to get all of this first and then start buying everything. Like, hey, you can buy it, buy it, put it up, and then when it's time to present it, you A1, you're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You got your brush, you got your easel. As far as the bike, you got your wheels, everything's tight, your chain is tight, everything's oiled up. Let's ride.
I hear you. I hear you. I love this. This is good conversation. This is good advice. And so, I appreciate you sharing with us because, I mean, you could be doing something else right now, but right now you're here inspiring the Making Connection family and
Thank you.
making us feel good about our life and where we can go, right? And
This is
so,
what it is.
in this arena, you've been awarded for that energy and that talent you have. Says here in 2022, Farrell was nominated in many categories at the Brink TV Show Awards and was nominated for Artist of the Year 2022 at the C Awards, SEA
Right.
Awards. Okay, and then your most popular single was "Wait on It," and
Yes,
it
man.
received over 200,000 streams.
Yeah.
So
Wait on
congratulations.
Serene, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody that download it, listen to it, bootleg it, or even spread it. I appreciate all of it. Shout out to Serene, she made that dope beat. She's my main producer. She produced most of my music. I produce as well, but like she helped me become more creative with my actual music production.
Okay.
And wait on it, man. It ended up being a hot song. Like people loved it, and we performed it in a lot of places. We was all in Atlanta and everywhere. Like, and every time I perform that song, everybody's like, "I'm gonna go get it. Can't wait on it." And it's kind of crazy because we released it kind of a while ago, and we haven't released the album yet, but the album is on the way. But I feel like it's
Mhm.
all worth it, and it's a part of the song. Like, it's like wait on it as in wait, but then wait on it as in patience. You know,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because that weight is WEIGHT.
yeah.
There's some weight on this.
Yeah, wait on this. You know what I'm saying? What we're gonna talk about, I want to talk about things that you have or people have experienced or heard before, but in a different perspective from a different angle.
Hmm.
We both come from the hood. Like I come from the hood just like a lot of people too, but I'm open enough to do a lot of things differently than a lot of people weren't from. You know what I'm saying? They might feel like they have to move a certain way, speak a certain way, dress a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And if that's you, that's you. That's what you like, do it.
Right.
And I'm not saying that you have to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? But by me saying it from a different perspective, there are people out there that can relate to it more in the way that I'm saying it. Because I didn't have some of the same struggles that you have, but you didn't have a lot of the same struggles I had either. So
Right.
it's just all connected. That's why we all connect with each other. I'm coming on your platform. You already gave me some gems that you don't know that by sparking this conversation and getting me to open up. And we woke now, like we motivated. We ready to hit the day. What time is it? 12. I got some stuff to do now. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. We got plenty of time to make something happen, right?
Right. Exactly.
I love it. And I just get excited. People be like, she just be in like she a guest though, like she watching the show, not hosting the show. But
No,
I do.
their energy, and I love it. I love your energy. That's what opens me up too. Like I said, I feed off of the energy from the crowd when I'm performing. From the energy, I feed off the energy from the host, and you have amazing energy, Queen.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that because I want people to get excited about life. People been so depressed. People are going through stuff. I mean, I could tell you 10 things that happened this week.
Hmm.
But I had to get on the show today because I was like, let's put all this energy, all this frustration, whatever it is, into this show and let people know don't get stuck. Don't
Hmm.
don't don't wait for life to keep happening because life is gonna happen. It's gonna be
Gonna
ups and it's gonna be downs. It's gonna be disappointments. You're not gonna hit your deadline, but you got to keep going.
that's the reason why a lot of people do stay stuck because they're afraid of it. They get content where they are. They're like, all right, where I'm at right now, I don't have to worry about none of that other stuff. But when you want to keep moving, as long as you're moving, you're going to run into new territory. You know what I'm saying? Or new terrain that's kind of bumpy. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah,
But you can get over it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going.
yeah. And I like too that you said, some people might dress it up and some people come, just natural like you. But I feel like wherever you come from, it has to be authentic.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where the people gonna accept you, whether it's in a suit or in a sweatsuit, whatever. But you have to be authentic, because
A lot
people
of
can
people,
tell.
some people have thrown shots at me. Like I guess like I don't know what I want, but that's the thing. I do know what I want. That's the reason why I go for so many. I grew up listening to rock, reggae. Hey, how y'all doing?
That's
Rock.
Seven. Hey, Seven, love you, girl.
Hey, that what up? Yeah, rock, reggae. You know, what I'm saying dance hall, of course, rap, R&B. I listen to all these things, so that's the reason why I'm merged into this ball of music. It's not just me like all over the place. Like I feel like I'm doing it well, and I flow with it because it is me. I wear the grill because I grew up in the hood. I grew up around uncles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my uncle Brad Fillmore. You know what I'm saying? He showed me how to clean these stunts and keep them clean, keep your mouth fresh, and to how to keep my clothes fresh and how to do all it. I grew up doing it, but I also grew up playing with action figures and coming up with whole stories and having the towel around my neck with the clothespin, running around the house with
Right,
Superman, doing Michael Jackson dances. It's all me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna let anybody like shame me for it, just because they feel
right,
like it's not what they do. You know what I mean? So
right.
that's how I make it authentic by being bold enough to be like, no, this is who I am, regardless if you feel like I feel this or not.
Exactly. Regardless of what you think or not, it's about how I feel about it.
Hmm.
Awesome. And I think too, I have some of this vibe because I think it was a Monday show. The lady kind of called me out a little bit. She's like, you done got comfortable with making connections with Allie. It's time to upgrade. And I was like, you didn't have to call me out on my show, but that's okay. But hey, it's all good because she sees more in me. She is part of that tribe that is pulling
She
me
didn't mean nothing
forward.
about it. She just wanted to motivate you, and I have people to do me.
Yeah,
Steph does it to me all the time. As great as I might feel like something is, she's like, do it again. You know what I'm saying? Or no, you need to do better. Or no, we're not gonna do that. I got something. Hold on, and she'll present it, and we come. You need those type of people around you. You don't need
exactly.
men around you. Now, just because somebody's saying yes, don't mean that they're a yes man, so to speak. I have to say that too because when you like me, sometimes a lot of things that you do will come out good. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. They're not going to tell you that it's bad or anything, but you need people around you that's going to help you still improve and be like, all right, it's good, it's Pharaoh good, but how can we make it Pharaoh great? How can we
Mm,
make it Pharaoh greatest? You know, what I'm saying excellent. You know, what I'm saying
right.
I love it. I love it. You know, what I'm saying so long as she didn't come at you in a malicious way, like you know, what I'm saying trying
Oh,
to throw
no.
shots or being petty because it's different. Some people do that, but when you got
Right, right.
she when they believe in you, it's great.
Yeah, so yeah, she was coming from a very authentic and very loving place. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like you said, you gotta have that. And sometimes you just gotta do it on the show because then, now everybody done heard it and it's like, okay, it's my
Yep.
time to ride. So
We were talking about that too. Some things in life, like whether it's in a career or a personal whatever, sometimes you have to get pushed. Sometimes you have to get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you have to feel sad about it, or you have to feel guilty about it to make something snap in your head. Like, you know what? I bet you right. Watch this.
exactly. And I like to, use these
There we go.
God, I can't think of what it's called. Lost you for a minute, but you're back. But like even with the bike thing, it's like, and when I fell down, my cousins was still riding. I was like, they really gonna leave me
They like, what you doing?
there? I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I see y'all. Y'all ain't stopping for me, so I'm gonna get on board, right?
What
So
you had to do? You had to pick yourself up. Man, oh, that's so powerful. Oh, I'm glad you said that. That's so powerful. Like, 'cause you have to do this in life. If you fall, you have to pick yourself back up. Like, you see me in the soccer video. You see me with the gloves and everything, and I say, boxing like I'm Ali, got him Rocky. Like in Rocky, in Creed, he says it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. And by you on that bike, if you would have never got back up and tried again, then you would have never experienced what you experience now after learning how to ride the bike and whatever you're supposed to do in life.
Right. And I tell people every time you win at something, you overcome something, it makes you better. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
Whatever it
becomes
is.
a part of you.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Um, we need to take this on the road now.
Hey,
The
this won't be the last.
inspiration.
This won't be the last time. I always say that because, like, when I have great interviews, like we mentioned the Brink TV earlier, shout out, man, Brinkley, man. Hey, guy, so awesome. Any independent artist out there, I advise you to reach out to Brink TV, man. He'll work with you. He will point you in the right direction. He'll do what he can to get you. We got a video on his show right now. The You Live countdown. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there. You can vote for my video every week to keep it on the countdown, and you can get interviews and things like that on there as well. And I want to even link y'all. Like you can link with him and the things that maybe that y'all can talk about to help you and your platform as well. So that's a
Sweet.
connection right there. Yeah.
Making connections. It's all
Yeah,
good.
just the same thing because like I've already been back on his show twice, and we plan to go back again. So when I have good interviews and I make good connections, I always want to keep that a part of the road out. I want to keep that a part of the family out there.
Right. And we have made a good connection today.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I did want to take an opportunity. We have a trailer that we're gonna take a quick commercial, Pharaoh. We have a trailer from he's a poet, he's a writer, and so he calls himself Chriso, also Chris Blackburn, and so he's got a book coming out, and so right now we want to play that trailer for his book. But y'all stay tuned. We've been back with more with Pharaoh. Hold on one second. And sometimes I
The
don't give
art of trying, everybody has mastered. Doing every and anything that you can, but somehow it turns into a disaster. Life takes you on many journeys, crossroads, and paths. Sometimes gives you heartache, but other times it can make you laugh. Nobody's perfect. I don't care how wide their smile or how dull their situation may be. This was never an overnight thing. Every morning that you wake, birds don't always sing unless you call for it. You got to live your life accordingly. Give an honor to God for His richness and glory. Life is going to be easy and life is going to be rough. And if you don't believe, you'll eventually grasp the cusp of what everybody had to figure out as life got a little clearer. Even though we live great lives on the outs, but on the inside, we learn to live through.
Hey, so we want to definitely give a shout out to Chriso. That is his stage name. Christopher Blackman. The autobiography of the Triumph Poet, Trial and Error, coming to you soon. And while we're taking this opportunity, we've been talking about the theme song, making connections. Listen, that was written by Marlene, who is a part of the Groovaladas. But Marlene also has a studio in Cape Cod called Polyphonic Studios. And so he has always been so helpful to me in the show. We had another show that we were coming out with, and he wrote the theme for that too, but it just hadn't popped out yet. So we still got something from him. But I got to give a shout out because he's doing a party at the Crossroads in Cape Cod. It's kind of like a story of his life, being in the industry, getting out of the industry because it was limited in him, and making his own way and being with the group of Lotta's. And it is in its preview is April 6th, and then April 7th through the 23rd. Friday and Saturdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. If you want to get tickets or find out more about it, www.artscapecod.org. That is Marlene, and I always have to give him a shout out because then even for we introduced our theme song for our second year anniversary, right? And
Hey,
so then they also have a song called "Them Big Girls." So May is our anniversary month, but it's also my birthday month. So we kind of go hand in hand sometimes. And so that song, "Them Big Girls," is like my theme song. So
hey,
shout out to Marlene.
I don't discriminate. I like them thick girls too. You know what I'm saying?
You better.
He's very talented. I love the theme song. Like I was telling you when earlier, I was like, man, that theme song bumping in the beat that I just heard from that motivational video. Like he's very talented. And
Yeah,
something that stuck out from me in what he was saying was all the time just because a person has a smile on them doesn't mean that they're perfect or that don't mean that they're not going through things.
right,
I've been through a lot that people wouldn't probably even think that I've been through because I always have a smile or I try to always project positive energy. But it's because at the end of the day, it's all about what you choose to project. What type of energy do you choose to feed on, and what type of energy do you choose to give out? And I rather smile than frown. To me,
right.
it takes too much of my energy. When I'm mad, after I get really mad, I'm ready to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, that took a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
if I choose to be excellent and to rise above what I'm going through and to be happy, now I have more energy. You know what I'm saying? To overcome, and now I have a new superpower because I just went past a new limit.
Right. Right. And you're right about that because trust me, I've been there. Just, let life drain me of everything. You know what I'm saying? Felt
Yeah,
like, oh, everybody's against me, and then couldn't get nothing accomplished. And always upset, always, having opportunities in front of me, but so busy thinking about this disappointment that I missed the opportunity. And so I really had to just check myself one day and be like, okay, this is your life, right? You
right.
only get one. I know people talk about you get multiple lives, but you only get one at a time, okay?
Hmm. Hmm.
So what I would do with this one is up to me. Yes, I will gravitate and I will bring in and I will create a tribe of the people that I need, but at the same time, I gotta make a decision to show up.
Hey,
I
I
was tired of being mad. I was tired of seeing opportunities pass me by. And I was like, okay, this train is keeping on, it's keep coming around this circle. Am I gonna get on it one time? Or am I gonna keep watching the people go and wonder where they're going to? What's
exactly.
happening when they reach their destination? No,
I
I
hate
was
that
ready.
feeling. That what if I hate
Y'all, Pharaoh is popular. He's getting phone calls.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Wait, the Pharaoh is busy right now. But anyway,
Y'all
I,
give us 15 minutes. I'll let you have him back.
I hate having that feeling of what if. That's why I always go for it. I try to stay bold. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, man, I could have had fun doing it, or that could have been the one. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But I've had those periods. I'm sure everybody goes through those periods where it's like,
right,
man, it feels like everything is against me right now. And there's so many obstacles coming back to back that I'm becoming overwhelmed. But that's when you have to keep pushing past those limits. Like I said, you get a new superpower when you do that because now you're familiar. You see what I'm saying? Now you know what I'm saying? So that's
right.
a new skill. Once you learn from it, it's a new skill, it's a new technique. So when it presents itself now, oh, it's easy now. I can just you gone, like get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Around there, and now I'm doing something that's better.
And that's so true. When you go through, you realize, okay, well, I've been here before, or I've been in a similar situation, and I made it through. It took me some time to wiggle my way, get some wiggle room, and be able to break through, but I did it. And if I did it then, just like we say about God, if he did it before, he'll do it again.
Yeah,
He ain't never stopped blessing us and presenting us with opportunities. The Bible says in every situation, he'll give us a way of escape. So
yeah,
you can break through and break free and just live this life. I know it's a lot of stuff we talked about that is against us, but it's a whole lot of stuff for us.
it is. Like, and like all you have to do is one small thing. It's been plenty of times to where I've been doing research or something, and I'm like, I know what I want to do, and I do something as simple as look it up, right? And all of a sudden, it comes to me in a way that I wasn't even expecting it to come to me. When I thought it was going to be super hard to come, what I'm saying, to get to that point. But once you start working towards your blessings and what you're supposed to be working towards, God is going to give it to you. He's going to lay it out. Or that's it, whatever name out there that you use, God, universe, whatever, like it's going to be laid out for you.
Right.
You and you just have to have faith in it. Once you make up in your mind, you're like, you know what, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah. And in our minds, we think it's gonna be so hard, so difficult, and we gonna fail. And then it seems like when you go through, you're like, doggone it! Now I could have done this 2 years ago, and
Yep. Yep.
but
Sometimes it
it's
is hard.
okay, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes it is, but you, like you said, you can get out of it. You might seem like it's like, oh man, like I don't know how I'm gonna get this done. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you take that first step, like, all right, you know what? Let me try this, and then boom, everything else is just flow. And you're out of it, and you come out better. I seem to come out better each time I overcome something big like that. You know,
that's it.
I
And
was homeless,
then
and now I'm in a home. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any music now out. Now I have music out everywhere. It was the same when I met Symphony. Like when we first met, I was already on my computer like how to distribute my music and become a label and do all this. And then she came and it was like, oh, let's do it this way. This is the easier way than what you was doing. And it's like we merged and it was effortless. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I knew that we was meant and everything that we're doing is meant to happen. You know.
yes, shout out to Symphony. I said it right, Symphony, right?
Symphony Serene, yes, yes. Y'all holler at
Mm,
her, get a consultation, man. She'll help y'all get up on your business game when it comes to, the music industry or entertainment. You know, how to register your music, how to promote your music, how to make money off of your music. Like we're making money off of it now, So
yeah.
yeah,
And
we're
how
trying
did
to
you
make.
say they can reach out to her?
Oh, symphonymusic.com. You can go to her website, or you can look her up through my website. If you can find her through there, you can go to Symphony Music on Instagram. Symphony with a C. It's a Cymphani. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you spell it. And yeah, man, like she can put you up on game. I think I'm not sure what her prices are right now for a consultation, but it's an hour. It's worth it. She can tell you, like I said, how to get everything set up from point A to point B, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what you're trying to do, she can definitely give you insight on that. Yeah.
Yes, y'all reach out. Listen, get these consultations, invest to get information because that information will bless your life. That information will help you know what next step to take or how to get there. Listen, I'm telling you, I was there too. I was like, I'm broke. I don't have $100 to sit with somebody for an hour. Then I realized, okay, I'm still broke. I'm gonna get this $100 so I can get with somebody so I don't be broke. I don't stay
That's
broke. Hello, come on.
powerful right there. You said it. You said it. That's it. You got to invest into yourself. Once you invest into yourself, the God is going to start investing. You
Yeah,
got
maybe you don't have it now, but you say, okay, it's gonna cost me $100, $500, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna start putting this aside. I cannot get my hair done this month, or I cannot do this. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice for a little bit to be able to get ahead. Sometimes you gotta, and I'm just saying sacrifice for a moment, for a season. You don't have to
yeah.
sacrifice forever.
Right.
But then it's gonna come a time where, your bills gonna be getting paid and you probably ain't even think about Starbucks
Look,
no more because you
you're
busy
like,
doing something else.
I even need that now. You know what I'm saying? Do I don't even need it now. Like I'm in a whole different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, sacrifices, discipline is very important in anything that you do. I'm
Yeah.
working on it. I'm becoming better. A lot of things are flourishing more now because I have more discipline now. But that's definitely something to work on. That discipline and the sacrifices go hand in hand because it's like, all right, I'm going to sacrifice this to save some money, but I got to have discipline not to dabble, or once I start saving money, not to pinch. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me get that. I maybe go. It's just $10. It's just $20. You know what I'm saying? But $20 add up after you can did $20 5 times.
Right, right, right.
One biggest obstacle that I had to overcome too is pride. Thank you. Let them know, please.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
Melissa.
One obstacle I had to get over is knowing that I can't do it all myself all the time.
Right.
A lot of things that you do have to step out there and do yourself, and at least start to do it yourself, and then the right people will come along. But you got
Yes.
like limit your pride. Sometimes you got to step back and be like, all right, this is the master that I need to delegate for this task. You know what I'm saying? For our whole operation, for our overall opera, and this is the master I need to delegate for this one, and I'm going to be the master in my role that I need to be in. You see what I'm saying? And when
That's
it works
right.
like that, it rises instantly, like a balloon filled with helium. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Because the balloon is just a balloon until the helium is added, right?
There you go. There you
Now, when
go.
you put them together, then because it's in this little package. But then when it's rising, it's other people can see. It's making other people smile because they see this balloon. They're like, okay, balloons
Mhm.
make me happy. I like balloons.
Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you. You now, how did God know that this was gonna come about? Listen, to see how he works, see how he put it together. That balloon made me smile. I'm gonna think about it all day, the rest of the day.
There you go. Hey, God is good, right?
That's it, all the time.
The
So
time.
Pharaoh, I know we've been all over the place, but I do want to, give you this opportunity. Is there something, a tour you got coming on, or anything else you want to share with us about your music?
Yes. Shows, live performances coming soon. As of right now, though, go to the website, download the free album. There's other free projects on it as well. If you want to pay, there's projects that you can pay for on there. I have projects on Apple Music. All I ask is people go stream, go listen. You know what I'm saying? Really listen, spread the word. That's all I ask. Go look at the videos. Um, BrinkTV.com. Go vote for me, please. You know what I'm saying? We can if we can keep the video in the countdown for 6 more weeks. They get retired by another celebrity. You know what I'm saying? We have 2 videos retired already, so let's get this third video retired. Yes. I have merch on my website of Freak Garments. We have everything from face masks, if you need face masks, to workout attire. We have leggings for women, sports bras for women. We have bags. Yeah, just check us out. Follow the music. If you can support, financially, it all goes back into the music. We do if you subscribe to the website, we do a random drawing each month, and we send a fan like some stuff from the
Oh,
website. You
that's
know,
cool.
it be like a shirt, some socks, or what I'm saying, whatever we feeling at the time. But we send it out, and
I
yeah,
just, I'm just stealing that idea. That's very nice.
that's what I'm here for, to inspire and to motivate. Like I've been inspired by great before me. You know what I'm saying, and I feel like inspiration is different from somebody trying to copy and throw you to the side.
Right,
You know, we
right,
all get inspired by each other. We're supposed to be inspired by each other. You know what I'm saying? Let
right.
go of that envy and that pride, and let's ride. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Take it, do it.
Hey,
I want to see what you're gonna do next. I want to see what I'm gonna do next after this because I'm motivated. I know how we both came on this morning. Y'all didn't get a chance to see, but we both was in here like, good morning.
let me get this hair pulled back.
You
Alan,
know,
what you say?
right? And now it's like, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go get my push-ups and stuff in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, you do that part. Now, tell me one more time. Now, where can we do the streaming to keep you? What's that?
Uh, PharaohMusic.com. That what you mean? Yeah, PharaohMusic.com. Everything Pharaoh is on there. But
Okay.
whatever your preference, I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you use, you can look up, type in Pharaoh, Fayro. I'm gonna pop up. Go to
Okay.
Google, Fayro. Everything is gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Symphony. She got me Google certified. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Okay, Symphony. Come on, girl. Okay. So I'll go to your website to see where because I'm talking about this getting the song, keeping it on the
Yes, Brink TV. Go type in BrinkTVShow.com.
Okay.
BrinkTVShow.com. So that's BRINK TV Show.com. And you go,
Okay.
you click on countdown. It's the kind of you live countdown. You'll see a tab. Once you click on countdown, you'll see a list of all these different artists, and just find Pharaoh, Fayro. It'll say in the socket. Lock your link. Put your vote in the socket. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And let's ride.
I love that right there. Okay. Well, I'll definitely put that in the description of the video so they'll know what to click on. So that's what I want to make sure I have that right. And
Thank
so I will update the description of the video. This has been an awesome interview. Thank you so much for being with the Making Connections family. Now, I tell a lot of people this, but not everybody this. So you are now part of the Making Connections family. Whatever we can do to support you, whenever you have something going on, a new song you want us to showcase or whatever, just reach out because this is your home base. So we're here to help you. And so we are making connections. We're here every Saturday at 12 noon, every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, every fourth Monday, James J.T. Thompson is with us, bringing us motivation and inspiration. Every fourth Saturday, we do the food reviews, food trucks, different restaurants, and different things. The
food
list,
reviews,
huh?
different food reviews. So,
Uh-huh.
like you cook? Do you cook professionally, or you just cook for fun?
We reviewing other people's food,
Ah,
restaurants, and food trucks and stuff like that.
okay, okay.
No, yeah, I
Oh,
tell everybody I bring the plates and the bread and stuff. We have an Easter dinner here
so
tomorrow.
good anyway. So well, yeah, just bring it. We're gonna grub anyway. Yeah, yeah.
You gotta have something to drink, right?
Now, that's dope though. That's dope. Like y'all, you got a lot of good things going. I'm proud of you, Queen,
Thank you, thank you, thank
and
you.
the team.
Yes, I'm trying to get it in the in the socket.
You got it
Yeah.
in the pocket already. We hear it.
All right. Well, listen, I could go on for another hour with Pharaoh. This has been an amazing interview. Make sure you like and share this video because this has been some good stuff shared today. Share it, share it, share it. Put it on your timeline. Tag your people in the description there. Tell them to tune in, and then tell them to share as well. Go follow Pharaoh. Listen, so you can stay abreast of everything that he has going on. Go check out the video for In the Socket. It's on YouTube. All right.
Like,
All right.
movie's coming soon too, so y'all stay out there. Go check out Immortal City Records on Tubi. Your boy's in that junk. You know, say I got a appearance in there, but some lead roles on the way as well.
Come on, come on. See what I'm saying? You just got to stay tuned. All right. Well, we got to go, but we appreciate you. Make sure you have an awesome weekend. If you're spending time with your friends and family, let go of whatever, situation happened last time. Just come together, love on one another. Know that, like I said, we might have another life at some point in time, but right now we got this one. So let's make it worth it, right? Thank you
Right.
for the balloons and they pink. Yes, Lord. Come
There you
on. I'm gonna have a great it's for the whole weekend. I'm gonna have a good weekend, I can tell. But I gotta get out of here. So as always, until next time, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. Have a great day. Talk to you soon, Pharaoh.